what started this campaign? What incentivized people to get the hashtag Abandon Biden campaign going?
Well, really, it's Biden's refusal to call for a ceasefire on Israel's part. And he's been pushed very consistently by the far left progressive wing of the Democratic Party to do that. He has been critical of Israel, increasingly so lately, but he has not caved to these policy demands. And so that's really the crux of the issue here for some of these Muslim American voters.
And tell me how strong a voting bloc the Muslim American voters are and what effect they may have in some of the key states.
Well, that's a great question. There are about 1.5 million registered Muslim American voters. Their turnout rate is very high, above 70%, so about a million voters, give or take, in 2020. And they're pretty consistent supporters of the Democratic Party. However, it depends what you're comparing it to. Jewish American voters, who Biden also really needs to keep on his side to do well next year, are about 6 times the size of the Muslim American voting bloc. And so he has this very delicate coalition of groups who have completely opposing views on the Israel-Hamas war, and he needs to please both of them.
And are the Muslim American voters thinking of switching potentially to Donald Trump, who hasn't always been very flattering about Muslims?
No.
Or are they thinking of staying at home?
No, they have said very clearly, and this is the most important question, that they are not willing to abandon ship and support Donald Trump. And so really it's a toothless threat. It's a policy demand. It's understandable. Any group who wants to hear their demands made will say, we're going to stay home next year, but they have not said we're going to switch parties. Now, that's completely different from Jewish American voters who have been trending more conservative in recent years. Still about 70% of them support Democrats consistently, but Republicans happen to be much closer to Jewish voters' ideal point on the issue of the war than Republicans are to the Muslim American ideal point on average. And, to just put an exclamation point on that, the Israel-Hamas war is a top issue for Jewish voters. 97% of them in surveys say they're paying very close attention